times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with the world that no longer exists. Eric Hoff. I think the most important aspect to coaching has to do with mindset. Coaches can be split up into two categories. Number one, fixed, or number two, growth. And which mindset a coach falls into a majority of the time can make or break a young athlete's development. Don't believe me? According to Dr. Carol Dweck in her best-selling book, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, in a fixed mindset, and this is quote, people believe their basic qualities like their intelligence or talent are simply fixed traits. They spend their time documenting their intelligence or talent instead of developing them. They also believe that talent alone creates success without effort. Here are some things you may hear fixed mindset coaches saying out on the field. You can't teach a little leaguer to hit like a major leaguer because they aren't strong enough. Or, hand speed can't be coached. Or, natural hitters are just born. Or, hitting is subjective and is different for everybody. This leaves them off the hook if the player doesn't succeed with their guidance, by the way. Also, the greatest hitters just have great eye-hand coordination. All of those are to the contrary of Dr. Dweck's definition of a growth mindset coach, which, quote, in a growth mindset, people believe that their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Brains and talent are just the starting point. This view creates a love of learning and a resilience that is essential for great accomplishment, end quote. These coaches find a way. They ask the right questions. They ask why not. They don't rest on elite level playing experience or decades of coaching. The objective of a growth mindset coach is to learn human movement principles first, or the rules, then design methods to stay within those lines. Predictably positive hitting results don't exist the other way around. Look, as another example, using video analysis without setting human movement priorities is like shooting an arrow randomly and calling whatever target you hit. Some go to extreme lengths to immediately make their presence known online. Here are some fixed mindset saying tip-offs. I've played X number of years, 30 years, professionally, and I should know. Or, I've been coaching for 30 plus years, and this is why you should listen to me. Or, I've studied millions of hours of video analysis of only the best hitters. I know what I'm talking about. Or, I put a lot of work into the cages, and that's how I know what I'm talking about. Now, don't get me wrong, the last 2 points have their place and can be effective in learning and seeing successful movement patterns, but massive effort going in the wrong direction can be gross negligence. Besides, it takes a lot of effort in the cages and hours of video analysis to stumble onto the right answers. The problem I have with this process is it takes too dang long, especially for the new coach. Willful ignorance. As you probably already know, coaches defend their hitting philosophy and theories to the death. I was one of them. Even if a human movement principles validated by real science approach reveals the opposite. Now imagine if we could strip coaches of their fixed mindset tip-offs from above, then we could ask, what do they actually know and why? Who or what have they studied, i.e. physics, biomechanical, psychology, exercise science sources? Not baseball or softball only. What kind of data do they have to support their theory and the reasoning behind their conclusions? Do they actually get predictable or unpredictable results with their hitters? Now look, fixed mindset coaches are stuck, and what I find is they regurgitate the same information they've been taught in the past without question, like I used to. They may have even say that their hitting philosophy is science, but it's not. It's what's called a pseudoscience, or what we refer to as because I said so bro science. Consider one of my favorite quotes by Dan Farnsworth. Quote, doing a thing and understanding a thing do not automatically qualify you to teach a thing, end quote. What I think is very important to know for those never played ball past Little League or 12U softball is that you too can be a hitting expert. Yes, you don't need professional playing experience or even college. You can be new to coaching. You don't have to clock in millions of hours of video analysis. You can even be new to instruction. All you need is a passionate curiosity to learn and apply the human movement principles that are validated by real science that Jim teaches, not because I said so bro science to hitting a ball, softball or baseball. Be a growth mindset coach. Your hitters are counting on you. Return to the quote. In times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with the world that no longer exists. Eric Hoff. Now coaches, go forth and make awesomeness.
The Hitting Performance Lab wants to know, did you know repeatable hitting power does not start in the hips? Have you heard the expressions, load and explode the hips? Power comes from the hips. Well, we created a free video revealing the results of a scientific study that will show you how we added 48 feet of batted ball distance instantly. And it's not all about the hips. Click here now to get the video while it's still free.